Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique, and I am on a financial health journey in order to create an inheritance for the generations to come. And I want to do that through consistency and discipline. So, today I'm here to cash stuff my savings challenges. Got paid on yesterday, Friday. And I want to go ahead. I went ahead and pulled the money out of the bank. Although I am mostly a cashless budgeter, I do stuff my savings challenges with cash just to make sure I don't end up spending it by mistake. And then after that, I'm going to do my budget check-in for the variable expenses because I start a new week starting today, which is Saturday. So first, I think I got $125 out of the bank. So I'm going to count that here. And then we have a pennies challenge that myself and my boo are doing. And so I'll count and see how much money I have to put towards that for that fund. So let's see, 20, and I don't know how all of these bills are. This is exactly how they came out of Chase. That's all I can tell you. So let me get this in order. Probably should have done this off camera or taken a moment to look at it, but I actually just pulled it out of the envelope and said, let's just go ahead and create the video. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's make sure we're counting. Plus, these stick together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35. And ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 10 equals 125. All right, so that's it. And we've got everything that we need. All right, so let me rearrange some things here. Get this money set up the right way. And then I'll pull out my savings challenge that I'm keeping track of on my pad. And we'll see what we're supposed to stuff today. Okay? Well, I don't want y'all to see me enter my code. So here we go. We're going to save the pennies challenge for last. We'll go to the 52-week challenge. So this is the one that I'm using to pay off my furniture by the end of this year. So I'm paying rooms to go $168 right now per month. And in 12 months, I should have it paid off. It's about $2,015 total that I have to pay. It's on a 0% for 12 months. And so that factored out to $168 a month. But I started this 52-week challenge because my hope was initially to pay for everything outright before I decided to do the 0% offer. So my hope is to finish this off. So as I'm paying $168 starting this month for the next 6 months, by the time I get to December, if this should be finished, and once I finish it, that'll be $1,378, and that will pay everything off. So my rooms to go bill for the furniture that I bought for my den should be paid off by the end of December. So today we're going to stuff. I stuffed last week just with some extra that I had in my variable expense wallet, the $35 envelope. So now I'm going to stuff 36, 37, and 40. I think I can stuff all three of those. So that is what we are going to do. So here's my box. It's a homegrown box. I had a printer and some cardstock paper and a laminator and a cutter and a Sharpie. So I made my own. So they look a little, not ratchet, but a little homegrown, and they are. These are out of order. So here's 40. There you go. So 36, 37, and 40 is what I want to stuff today. So let's get there. All right. 36 first, 20, 35, 36, 20, 30, 35, 36. All right, so stuffing 3, I think I had some money left over from last week from my variable expenses. And I think that's why I had a little extra. Normally I would only stuff 2 of these, but I had a little bit left over. So let me check this one out. This Bill, how are you doing? Are you okay? Okay, he looks okay. You know, I started a retirement community for these ratchet looking broke down dollar bills. And but I don't think he needs to go to the retirement community. Okay, so 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. All right, so that's 37. But normally I'm only able to stuff 2. I think I had something left over if I remember correctly, and so I decided to try and do 3. 20, 40. So we'll stuff those today. There you go. All right, so there you go. 36, 37, and 40. I already had 38 stuffed. So let me add those to the front. 36, and 37, and 40. And like I said, oh, I dropped it. Like I said, I found the box at Joann's. It was on clearance for like $1.99, and then everything else I already had. So I was able to make my own box. And once I unstuff this, then I'll start it again next year, and I think I want to use it for Christmas. So next paycheck in 2 weeks, I want to try 41 and 42 will be the goal. All right, so that's done. That was 36, 37, and 40, and we'll go ahead and color those in. Make sure that we have that documented down. So let's go here and we'll color it in a little bit here. I know y'all don't want to spend time just watch me do that, so I'll make it all cute and pretty later on. That's 36, 37, and 40. All right, so I know now that I have at least $820 in the box. I have more than that because I did stuff 48 as well. So just eyeballing that would be about $860 or so. So we're tracking pretty good for that one. All right, so that 52 week is done. The next one is pay date savings. So somebody, I don't remember who, don't know if it was a TikToker or on YouTube or what the case may be, but someone does a pay date challenge where whatever the date is of the day that they get paid, that's the amount that they save. So that's what we're going to do today. It is 8/12. We're going to save, but I was paid on the 11th, so that should be plus 11, and 28 and 11 should be 39 altogether. So I'm going to pull 11, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That leaves me $1, which is cool. And I should have a total now of 30. Or did I say 20? Nope, 30. 39. All right. 20, 25, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $39. There you go. And I don't know what I'm going to use this money for. It may just be a buffer just to help if there's a day that I'm short. More than likely, it's going to be something I have to use for my daughter because she is in high school and she's got a lot of fees that are due because she's a thespian and she's doing an advanced course. So I think it's going to end up being money that I use for her. All right, now me and my sweets, we save any 1s or 5s that we can and put in here. It's arbitrary. We just if we felt led to do it, feel like we have a little extra, then we put it in here. And then we're saving up this money through a pennies challenge. And the hope was initially that this was going to be used for us to have a getaway, like a quick getaway. But I think what we're going to do is split it in half and then use it for Christmas for our kids. So we shall see. And I know you guys might have heard me talk about the retirement community. So this dollar is in the retirement community because this dollar can't be put through nothing else. It's not possible. You got holes in He tired. So he stays in the retirement community. We gonna leave him alone. He doesn't have to work no more. Rest well. So there you go. All right, so let's see what we have today. I think it's only 1 5. Everything else is ones. Okay, cool. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So $25 over the last couple of weeks that we've been able to save. We're going to add this to our pennies challenge. So that's $25. Let me go to that savings challenge, and that's here. So we have a total of $160.31 currently in here, and the total amount that we should be able to save after doing this is $667.95. We're not saving the exact amount, so I'm sure, like for example, for this $10.57, I probably saved $11 or $12 or whatever. So we picked the lowest number based on the amount of money that we've been able to save for that week, and it looks like for this one we saved $25. So we'll color in the $24.78. So at the end of the day, we probably will have more money than the $667, which of course is all good. That makes life a whole lot better and a whole lot easier. Let's go here, and I'm going to use this color. Let's try this one. All right, and I want it big so we can hurry up and color this in. $24.78. Colored in, but we know we're saving $25. So put this over to the side, and let's see when I put this into the pennies challenge. We will check and see what that looks like. So yeah, which one is, I actually grabbed the wrong binder, my bad. All right, payday savings. Got that one, pennies. There you go. So we're adding $25 on 8, 12, save, plus 25. Now, here's the tricky thing about it. The $160.31 that we have saved, it's not all in dollars. Some of it is in coins as well. As we save coins, though, we don't count them until we actually have enough to fill a coin wrapper. So I'll just show you guys right here. So I've got, and yes, I made this myself too because the kit is cheap. I found this on Amazon for like $9.99, and I went to the dollar store and got some letters to put on there. But as you can see, we have change, and we are collecting change as well, but we don't count it until it fills up a coin wrapper. We do have some coins filled in coin wrappers that are part of that 160 that we have. So you won't see all of that cash in here. You'll just see you'll see the total amount that we have, but this includes cash, dollars, and coins as well. So I'm going to add this $25, but I'm not going to count it because the numbers won't add up. And that's because there's some of this money that's in coins, that's in coin wrappers, and I'm not going to bring those out. Those are just stored away in a safe somewhere, so we have it. So I'm just going to add that 25, and so that is 160 31, and I'm going to, what I add, instead of adding the $25, I'm going to add the actual amount from the penny. So the penny showed $24.78. So that's really what I should be adding here. So I'm going to cross out that 25 and write in $24.78. And 160 to 31 plus 24.78 equals 185.09. So that's where I am, 185.09. And I'll fix this so that it looks a lot better. But we have a total of 185.09. And I'm going to now add that here. 185.09 is my new. $185.09, and that's not very bold or anything like that, but that's fine. I know what it is. $185.09 is where we are now, so not too bad, not too bad at all. All right, so that is the savings challenge is done. And next I'm going to go ahead and take care of my variable expenses. I'm tracking that money for the month of August just to see how much I spent. And I did give myself a goal for each of the categories. I track my expenses on expense cards because I am cashless when it comes to expense tracking or my expenses, my variable expenses. And I have some receipts back here I need to scan into Fetch. So we have a weekly check-in that I am doing. And for this, I'll see if I can come in a little bit more. There you go. All right. So for our August weekly check-in, and right here. All right. So let me zoom in some. There you go. So that was week one. I had a total of $300 available. I spent $316. I had a negative 16 left over. I gave myself my 300 for this week. My weeks run from a Saturday to a Friday. And since I'm going to reconcile this, write these figures in here so that we'll know how much I spent this week. And then we're going to start new cards, expense cards, because we're starting a new pay period, the money from a new pay period. All right. So groceries. Groceries is purple, and I spent $113 plus 20. So I spent $133. All right, so let's go there. 133 is minus what I spent. And I only had 67 to spend, which means I'm over negative 66. Calculator says it, and so does my tracker. So here I am going to mark this one as just a dash because I'm starting over again. And what that's going to look like here for groceries is I'm going to give myself the $85 again and start from scratch for the next pay period. Again, I'm using this as a way to track my expenses, not that these are goals that I'm setting for myself, and I don't know if I'm going to meet them. I'm trying to meet them, but we'll see. And if I need to adjust it, this is my month to do that, to look at the numbers and understand. So I use these expense trackers that I created for 2 weeks that cover a full pay period. Where you see the orange highlight, that's where I gave myself my new week's worth. So I gave myself $85 2 weeks ago, and then track my expenses. Last week I gave myself another $85, track the expenses. I'm starting from scratch again because I just got paid on Friday, so we'll start a new card for that. All right, so groceries are done. Next, gas. Gas is green. I only got gas one time, and gas was $29. I had $39 to spend. I spent $29, which means I have 10 left. Again, we're going to put a dash there, and I'm going to give myself a new 40 to start with for week 3. Household. All right, household. I went to Walmart, $32. So I only had 15 to spend. Spent 32. All right, so 32 minus 15 equals negative 17, and that's what my tracker shows, negative $17. So I'm going to give myself a dash here, start off from scratch again, and give myself 50 for the new pay period. Dining is the next one. So dining is pink. I spent quite a bit this week. I did good last week, but I spent quite a bit this week. My daughter was sick, so school starts. She's there 2 days, gets sick, has been home for 3 days, and Friday was the first day that she went back to school yesterday. So we did eat out a lot just because there was a lot going on. So I have that we spent $73, and minus 90 should equal 17. So I should have $17 left, which is great. I'm gonna mark that as a dash, and then I'm giving myself $60 again for this next week. Entertainment, I did not spend any money in entertainment. So no movies, no nothing. So entertainment, 0 spent. Still $30 remaining. I'll do a dash there, and I'm giving myself a new $30. Oh, sorry. Giving myself a new 15, because that's how much I give myself weekly. All right. And let me correct that because I marked it in personal. I didn't go in order. All right, 15 in entertainment. All right, personal. Personal has spent a lot of money. I've done a lot of stuff in Amazon and Etsy. And then I had to get, meds and some oil for my car and all kinds of things. So spent quite a bit in personal again, and I was already negative. So I was -7. I spent $29. And so that makes it a -36 from this. So we'll say 7 plus 29, knowing that they're both negative numbers. And yes, 36. So -$36. Okay, just put a dash there. And for personal, I'm going to start off fresh again with $20. Let me make sure. Yep, $20. And then unbudgeted, I have as miscellaneous. So we did a good bit for miscellaneous this time. So I have to figure out, you'll see here Shippo, that's for my business, my jewelry business that I have. I need to figure this out because I haven't accounted for the money that I spend for that, nor the money that I'm getting for that. So I don't know if I'm going to do a business. I don't make enough with this side hustle that I feel like it warrants a whole new or a separate budget. But I do need to figure out a way to reconcile where that money is going to go and then how I'm going to account for it. So I gotta work through that. So we spent 20 plus 8 plus 20 equals $48. And unbudgeted, I had 50. I spent 48, which means I have $2 left. We'll do a dash here because I'm starting from scratch. I'm not carrying anything over. And unbudgeted, I always give myself $30. So all of these numbers here, like what I give myself every week, just as I'm trying to track it and understand how much I'm spending. 85 for groceries, 40 for gas, 50 for household is what I'm giving myself, 60 for dining, personal 20, entertainment 15, and unbudgeted 30, 300. Yeah. So I give myself $300 a week, and we're trying to see if that's enough. Let's see how much I spent last week. So I was already in the hole just by $16 because of how I spent the first week. I was kind of in the hole from my 300 starting last week. I was at 284, and I spent a lot of money. So 133 plus 29 plus 32 plus 73 plus 29 plus 48 equals, so it's a $344. So I had 284 to spend. I spent 344. So let's add up these numbers and see where we are. I'm going to start at the bottom, just on what I would have had left over. I'm going to start at the bottom because that's a positive number and it's a lot easier to do that. So 2 plus 30 minus 36 plus 17 minus 17 plus 10 minus 66 equals, it's a -$60. Okay, so I had 284. I spent 344 equals $60. There you go. So in 2 weeks, I overspent by $60 in my categories. And I know that that might seem like a lot and like, hey, you need to tighten things up, maybe do things better. I'm actually happy about that because this is the first time I'm tracking this at all. I mean, I never tracked it before. I'm sorry about all the light that you guys are getting. I've never tracked it before. And so I'm not doing too bad. So we're going to start out fresh with a new $300 for this next couple of weeks, and we'll see how we do. I apologize for the long video, but I had a lot to cover. So there you go. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.